Hello all.
Hello everybody. Hello everybody, how you doing? I hope you're all good. I hope you've all had as good a weekend as I have. It's been an absolute stunner, although I've got to admit, I'm slightly knackered now. It's been a long weekend, but what an adventure. All sorts happened. We had mystical happenings, we had spooky moments, we had adventures, we had the
Feelings.
Yeah, I got attacked by a squirrel. Yeah, it was great. So yeah. Anyhow, before we go in there.
Yeah, sorry for all the people that get sorry. It'd been nice to have had you there, Simon, but it's always another time.
Yeah.
Anyone
guys,
else?
anytime. Right. So I'm going to go through a list later on of the guys that are there, because a lot of those guys are going to be doing their own videos and put them up. I believe 2 are already up. So if you want an idea of the camp, I thought, you know what, I'll do my own little video, but I'm not going to do too much on the camp. Let other people explain it, and I get to see it from their point of view. So my first job this morning is I was presented with a bottle for the weekend. So I'm going to...
And we've got a bottle of prosciutto from Janet.
Yeah, so I'm going to crack that open now. So I'm on cider tonight.
And Kaz is on the pina colada, and don't worry, it's not a strong one. It's only 3%. So
only 3%.
Yeah.
So cheers, everybody.
Hi, Stuart.
Hope you've had a cracking one. Hope you're all good.
Hi, Kiwi.
So those guys that couldn't make it to the camp for the various reasons, which are completely understood, or all due respect to you, we missed you all, guys. But there will be more. We're already planning the next camp. I've just got to speak to Gareth, get some dates, and work it out from there. So it will happen again. There will be several more coming up. So it's one of those things. But it was an awesome camp. Right, debrief on the camp. Well, we got there, we set up, and we had fun. Now, Friday night was cold. It was pretty cold Friday night. We had a north...
Say hello to everyone quickly.
Oh, yeah,
sorry. Hi, Andy. Hi, Stuart. Hi, Phil. Hi, Chronically Outdoors. Hi, John. See, there was Simon. Andy 72. Ground frog. Right, go ahead then.
And Philip.
Yeah, I did him already.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Yeah, so I got there Friday morning about 7 o'clock and set up the admin side of the camp. With the help of the lovely Kaz, we invested in our own toilet system now. Ooh. So we have a toilet system. It's a bit basic. We've nicknamed it the Turdis, but we have our own loo there.
For twos.
Yeah.
We was in the woods fine.
We have a saying up the woods: if you wish to pee, find a tree. If you want to poo, use the loo.
Yeah.
So that worked absolutely superbly.
Sawdust and chicken.
All biodegradable and healthy for the environment. So we got all that set. I got all that set up. Then whilst chopping wood, a man appeared behind me, Mr. Lee Roberts, and and then from there it just went great guns, great fun, lots of laughter, lots of sharing ideas, lots of seeing different techniques and methods on bits and pieces. But it wasn't like a schoolroom. It wasn't, oh, you've got to come and watch this. It was like people were doing their own thing, and you wander over. All right, mate. Yeah, how'd you do that? How'd you do this? It was brilliant. Friday night, I went and picked Kaz up. She joined us, brought Willow over. By then we had a reasonable crowd with us, and into the evening, just chatting and laughing.
Sticks walked from Farnham railway station. He was told it was only 2 miles. It's not 2 miles.
It's not 2 miles, and it's up some big old hills.
Poor bugger, lugging all his gear.
Well, he was offered to be picked up, but he decided that he would walk. It's only 2 miles. He walked 2 miles. I made sure he got a lift back to the station. I know that much. Yeah, we then got into Friday night. We had a bit of... Everybody got their scoffs sorted out. We all had a drink, tea, coffee. Some had alcohol, whatever they fancied. We sat there and we talked, and we were laughing and talking right into the wee small hours, when we had a bit of an apparitional experience. Those of you that have been to the camp before No, it's fairly remote for what it is. It's not hundreds of miles from nowhere, but it is pretty much in the middle of a dead spot. There's nothing around it, you know.
Apart from trees and rhododendrons.
Yeah. And a strange apparition of a woman walked through the middle of the camp without acknowledging anybody at quite high speed.
No torch,
in pitch black, frightened the life out of 3 of the guys that were there because they weren't expecting it. And the other 4 who were admittedly facing the opposite direction didn't see her, which didn't make a sound or anything. And by the time people acknowledged it, she'd gone. So, yeah, I was just wondering, was she there? Was she not there? Don't know. Where did she come from? Where did she go? How drunk was she? So a bit of a mystery. We just all, everybody took it in the nature of what it was. It was a mystery. It was interesting. It was intriguing.
Good evening, Tarpac Innovations.
Right. So let's get this done.
Yeah.
Right. I have to say a very, very, very big thank you to Rob at Tarpac Innovations, who came down and joined us this weekend. He supported and sponsored part of the camp for us. Their company is absolutely fantastic. Now, I've been involved with them for a little while doing a bit of field testing for them. So they send me items and I test them and beast them and all the rest of it. And it has been fairly covert doing this at the moment because they are a new little company, a British firm. Everything is made in the UK. All the materials are sourced in the UK. And their team sit there and put together kit that they actually use. Every item that they have anything to do with that they make is made for their purpose. So they come along and they gave us some giveaways and some raffle prizes for the Saturday night, which I didn't have to do, but was absolutely fantastic, very well received. Their gear, don't just take it from me, dive over to their website and have a look, which is www.tarpac.com. You can see it up on the board there. The kit and the gear, second to none. Absolutely have answered a lot of the problems and issues that I've had in the past.
Yeah, Simon, they are,
Yeah, really, really top notch. All their design work is done in-house, and it's taken from some quite elite military knowledge and also a lot of expedition and civilian knowledge, right? And they've taken the best bits of both of these worlds, combined them. The other nice thing is everything's bespoke. So you put an order in and it's bespoke to you. If you want a ridgeline that is 35 feet long, right, speak to them. If you want a ridgeline that's 2 feet long, speak to them. They're absolutely fantastic. But go and look at the website. You'll see their stuff on there. It's really well displayed and explained. And yeah, it's got the Mickey Hampshire Outdoors and Survival seal of approval. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's taken what you normally get to a completely different level. It's yeah, definitely.
Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
I believe Stix is doing he's got some to test for them.
You're going to see more of this company. They're going people are going to be craving this gear very, very soon. It is bespoke. It's absolutely stunning. Right, so I'm going to run through a quick list of the guys that were there. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody out, but it's just so you can keep an eye up and see what videos might be coming up on that. I believe Stix has already got one up, and I believe Out with Max has got one up. So we had Stix was with us, Kiwi Outdoors Apprentice, Janet Outdoors, T Outdoors, Money Ruts Foodie, LR Bushcraft, Out with Max, Mac, Rob from Tarpac Innovations, Cookie TGX, Roaming Ray. I don't think I've missed anybody else out, have I? Might have done, probably have, because I'm absolutely exhausted.
You got Janet,
got Janet there.
Yeah.
But all these guys out there, and they had an amazing time. And the interesting thing was, people from all over, lots of different life experiences, backgrounds, and all the rest of that.
With the Tarpac Innovations, they are finishing off this seat. Some people at the campus have seen.
Oh, it's, we've all sworn secrecy. Nobody's allowed to photograph it. This is a development.
The original, and when that comes out, it's going to completely change your ideas on.
It's going to change everybody's ideas when it comes to being outdoors. And comfortable. Honestly, absolutely.
Good evening, Ray.
Absolutely exciting, and I will hopefully, when the gear comes up for testing or the final testing of the prototype, I might beg and scream, can I get some mystical shots of it to show the guys on the live? We will see what we can do there. Let's see. I can't wait. I've tried it. I've tried the prototype.
I think most of them have tried it, haven't they?
Just amazing. So simple, clever. Ray, my legend of a friend, Roman Ray, who joined us on Friday
and brought an amazing amount of wood.
Ray, that wood you brought was fantastic. We were cooking on that on Saturday night. Well, Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah, he comes Saturday. Saturday,
because Saturday night we were cooking on that and using that, and we used that late into the night. It was definitely better than the stuff we were using the day before.
Because we've just got notification that one is being made for you.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
I came up Friday with Mr. Willow.
Yeah.
And Willow was loving everybody, and everyone was loving Willow. Hi, Jess. And then I come out on Saturday, and Jason from Muddy Ruts made a fantastic Mexican food. You'll see it in the video. It's
Mexican dish.
And I just made some chicken curry just for
It wasn't just chicken curry. It was an amazing
I made two, because some people have that natural thing like tea, that if you try coriander, it tastes like soap. So I thought, right, make two. So one had coriander and one didn't. So
it was Jess. Yeah, it was an amazing camp, my love. It was absolutely brilliant.
That frying pan is like the magic fry. That big pan was like the magic pan. When I turned up, Kiwi's cooking sausages on the grill.
Yeah.
And then the following day, you see the breakfast, the pile of bacon and sausages on that thing.
This camp, nobody went hungry. That was absolutely brilliant. I hopefully, I think from the feedback I got, everybody had a good time and enjoyed it. And
the weather was amazing.
There will be more. We're definitely. I'm filled with excitement. Although
he's knackered.
I come home and I was like, I got to unload the car. I've unloaded the car. I put some of the stuff away. I cleaned some of the gear, some of my gear. I got stuff out to wear. I had a shower. I had a shave, as you may notice, and then I made the mistake of sitting down.
Good evening, Rob. Nice to see you here. Thank you very much for the tar pack stuff is. Innovation stuff is
thank you, mate. Absolutely brilliant. I've just been singing the tar pack song. It's absolutely. And anybody that's wondering, tar pack, why tar pack? Tar pack is a Gaelic word, and it means sturdy. Okay, and that's the idea. The guys behind this are sick of the cheap, knockoff, mass-produced junk that's out there that you get charged a fortune for, and then 6 weeks later you're replacing it because it's frayed, broken, snapped. The technology that's actually gone into the making of the cabling or the how they prepare the cabling, that part of that is parachuting inspired, military inspired, and believe it or not, funny enough, I believe a bit of carp fishing inspired. So they've taken the best features from so many things and applied it. And
love goose.
Yeah. Love goose.
Yeah. See you, fans. Yeah. Love goose.
Well, I had a fantastic time. Absolutely exhausted.
He's having calls from everybody, Mac, T, and he's following Chris about, wasn't he?
Well, 2 days running, I came over, picked Kaz and Willow up, or I did one day, Jace did the second day, took her over there. So when I got back here today, guess what Willow thought? He thought he was going up the woods to see everybody. And for the first half an hour, he was a bit miffed. He was like, why are we still here? I want to go to the woods to see everybody.
Yeah, he was walking around the fire last night, jumping on everyone's lap. He jumped on Mac's lap. He jumped on tea. He had to go at Ray. You know, he was just walking around having to go.
That's
he was
one of the
loving
nice
it.
things, isn't it? It's
But he was so tired.
Yeah.
He got home and he got on the chair in the sitting room, and it was it. And I really coaxed him to get him up, come upstairs, and he slept till about 11 o'clock today. He just didn't wake up.
And I'm sitting there the whole time. Willow's there going, if the landowner turns up, I'm going to claim he's a squirrel. It's a Tibetan silver squirrel.
Yeah.
It's not a dog.
Very, very silver squirrel.
Yeah, it was fantastic. It was a brilliant weekend. This isn't going to be a long live tonight, unfortunately, guys, because my eyes are going like that. It's one of these things that for those of you that, if you've ever run a camp and that, the build up to it isn't so bad. But then when you get to the first day, I don't know, it just might be me, but I spend the whole time, no matter how relaxed and that it seems, I'm sort of constantly wondering, everybody's got water, everybody's got this that they need, everything's okay there. Does anybody need anything? Does everybody want anything? They're all smiling, they're all happy, you know, and it's you get like that heightened level of awareness is buzzing in there.
Yeah, I missed the birch
oil making.
Yeah, birch oil making, but I've obviously got the video from Sticks and Kiwi to watch on that anyway. But
and then obviously you crash out, but you only get a couple of hours because you're constantly, oh, is that right? So somebody's okay, they're okay. Because I feel I'm responsible to make sure everybody has a safe and fun weekend. And then you get to the Sunday, and one of the things we noticed this week, there's a couple of guys who would do videos, and there was a live. Sticks did a live. It's out there. And I had a bit of a mad moment, didn't I, in the morning. On the last day on the Sunday, I tend to get quite carried away with things. But I put it down, I think it's like almost like an adrenaline dump. It's like my body and my brain have gone, hey, it worked, success, everything's brilliant. The weather held out, nobody had any issues, nobody got hurt.
Apart from poor
Max.
Out with Max. He had issues, his bed gave way, and then he's had trouble with his hammocks as well, so he didn't sleep first night.
He had one of those hellacious nights the first night. He basically brought some spare gear down with him just in case anybody needed it. He set out a camp bed that he got his hands on to try out and got on it. And within the first 10, 15 minutes, it collapsed, broke completely, junked it. So that's all right, we'll go with the hammock. He could not get himself comfy in the hammocks. So on the second night, he actually went ground dwelling. He rigged up a basic bushcraft shelter, went ground dwelling, and had a fantastic night's kit. But that's how you deal with it. Hi, Sticks. How you doing, mate?
Matt was saying how good that night vision camera was.
Oh, yeah. It's the GT Media M4. Everybody got to have a little play with that last night. And, yeah, everybody was impressed and blown away with that. That is pretty awesome piece of equipment. It's a game changer if you're a gamekeeper or if you're doing wildlife and animal management, doing security and things like that. Absolutely amazing. That's all right, Kiwi. We don't mind you spelling.
I mean, if you had something like land and you wanted to find out what animals that is destroying your land, that's the ideal thing, because I noticed a lot of this had trouble. They thought it was badgers, and it actually turned out to be wild boar.
Andy's saying he's tempted in the GT Media kit. Andy, I mean, this is one of those awkward things, you know, I've got it, it's mine, and all I said, because of course I'm going to say it's brilliant because it's mine, and they gave it to me. I handed it around everybody at the camp last night that wanted to try it, so that they got an opinion. So you could, by all means, ask any of the guys that tried it last night what they think about it and how they feel about it. And some of the guys there, like Mac, and that obviously used MVGs in the military. So get the feedback off of them. And it gives you, because I just try and be honest, and it will give you an honest feedback. But
did you put the link? I mean, it's on their website. It's £97.
£97.
Yeah,
I will.
I did give you the link. Didn't I?
I've got to sit down and do the link, catch up with things. So I will put that on the video for the GT Media tomorrow, and we'll put a link up for that.
IFU crew.
Yeah.
Oh, soggy badger. Yeah, I couldn't find me badger, but yeah. It's
Mac. Exactly. It was a brilliant bit of kit. Brilliant bit of kit. T, how you doing, mate? My old IR bins have to go in the bin now. There was so much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. When you wear it, you think, because they are light, aren't they?
Yeah.
But the technology now is made so much, everything so much lighter, which is easier to carry about if you've got to.
Yeah, I did get some magnesium into me, and it did help. I definitely torn the calf muscle on that right leg. It's got a nice bruise in there now. It's going green, so a little bit of blood loss, but nothing major. It's a minor tear, so it'll give me a bit of jip for a day or two. Take it steady on it, ease it back into use, and it'll be all right. But blimey, there's a lesson there. Obviously, I didn't get enough salts into my system through the day because of busy watching, dealing, and handling, and forgot about fluid intake and all the rest of it. I felt I'd drunk enough, but I didn't get the salts in. And of course,
and we've got patches at home, magnesium patches to put on your skin.
Get into the hammock. I'm in the hammock for probably half an hour, and all of a sudden my leg decides that it's a piece of iron, and the toes are vertical with my foot. It's that old ding. And trying to it's bad enough when that happens in a bed. You try in a hammock. You try throwing your covers off you and getting out of the hammock. I literally ended up rolling and just dropping to the floor. And then get up, because it's that old thing. Once you get cramped, you know that you've got to get up. You've got to get the weight on it. You've got to get everything leveled out.
Matt was saying it's £100 for that. The tech is mad, because, like you said, the old military ones are like £1,000, and like you said, they were sort of fuzzy in that.
Yeah.
But Simon said, could you ID a person at 50 metres?
Oh, definitely, mate. Definitely, mate. Right.
You did one with the rabbits and the deer, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, Mac and Chris were playing with it, and
Prepared Pathfinder's got
absolute pitch black, deep in the woods. Like Chris says there, or Stick says there, you can see him blink at 10 to 13 metres. At 15 metres, you could ID a person, you could read a number plate. And people were looking at guy lines from 20 to 30 metres away, and these are the thin guy lines. And the GT media in its night roll is preset 4 times magnification. So,
and it comes with its own SD card, so you can capture the media on it as well, can't you?
Complete kit, and I've still not charged it. So I've made one video with 3 attempts. Add it out up there.
We're up there. We've got a couple of hours each time, weren't we? At least.
And I've not had to charge it yet. So absolutely brilliant. Yeah, it's
Yeah, and this is Prepared Pathfinder's done a review on it too.
Yeah. Tom did a review on it. And he had the same opinion I did.
You can have expectations when something comes. Because like the water filter thing, it didn't really work, did it?
Yeah.
But that.
So, mate, his bum crack of 20 metres. Yeah, it's great.
Once let's go out and come back in again. It's a bit weird on the.
And that's the thing with the camp, and lots of people sharing ideas. We had out with Max was demonstrating and brought up a load of his firestones that he'd made. Absolutely brilliant. People just
that when Jason was flashing.
People just sharing, and that's what I love about it. We have people there with vastly different levels of experience. We have people there with vastly different backgrounds in life.
But everyone's sort of
and everybody just gets on and enjoys it, because we've all got to love being outdoors, and that becomes the important part.
Yes, I came on Friday. I mean, I wasn't so bad because the people were there on Friday, apart from Max, out with Max, is the only person that I had met. But Saturday it was hard because I got Lee Roberts as well. But I was quite nervous coming into the camp meeting. Everyone knew, but it was lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice people.
Yeah, it was,
fantastic.
and that was the nice thing as well, because obviously you all chat to one another on the Sunday socials and that. So you know one another through the Sunday socials, and you probably follow one another's channels and drop comments.
Oh yeah, of course.
To one
Yeah,
another.
I'd met Yacht before,
and of course, all of a sudden you're like, oh mate, it's quite funny because it's like you feel you know these people. You've been watching their videos and sharing with them. They've been watching yours. So it's almost like you've had a pre-introduction.
Yeah, like I said, Kiwi, the one that I hadn't met was out with Max. Everyone else I'd met before then.
Max is a laugh.
Yeah,
he's a great lad. Yeah.
And that light he had, that strip light you see, that's so bright.
Yeah. The other thing I liked about everybody chucked in. Everybody chucked in. If something needed doing, like cutting wood, everybody chucked in. If it come to cooking up bacon and sausages, people chucked in.
Andy said, could you put up a link to the camp video? You haven't done yours yet, have you?
I've shared it to my channel. So if you go to my channel, you'll see Stix's one and you'll see Max's one. I haven't yet done mine yet because I've literally got home. The cameras are hanging up over there. I didn't take the SD cards out, but I'll do that. But I took
loads of photographs as well, so we can put a montage of photos.
I'm not going to do a big in-depth, this was my camp video. I'm leaving it for other people to, do their thing. So mine will probably come a little bit later, and it will just be a montage. One
thing I noticed when I arrived on Friday and Saturday, there's a amount of tripods everywhere. Yeah. It's like a campsite with loads of extra tripod people.
Yeah. But that was the other nice thing, wasn't it? Is people get the chance then to. I was listening to people sort of swapping like, oh, how did you do that shot? How did you get this shot? How, and it was everybody's like, yeah. It was just sharing, helping, advising. People running ideas while past one another.
Hi, Trina.
People sitting there going, oh, I was thinking about doing a video about such and such. What do you think that would work? And it.
Shane Lawrence, but one day, mate, you will.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
It's like the others, everyone had. It's quite I'm very upset with the people that couldn't come. It's like Sussex. He got let down at the last minute, so wasn't able to come. Yeah. But we'll get that sorted out for next time.
I'm gutted for all you, but it will happen. It will happen.
Good job we had the 2 kettles.
Yeah, it was a good job.
I think I'm going to get a third one.
Kettles.
Because the kettle's going.
Oh,
yeah.
If you like your tea and your coffee or your hot chocolate, Nick's camp's the place to be. Water is boiling pretty much non-stop the whole way.
Bill's saying that his dog is a Rottweiler. He tracked him down the campsite, and he tracked down the campsite in the woods. By the time he found him, the campers had given all their food to him because they're crapping themselves.
Yeah, tea. That your Dutch Army tent. I was like, I could get a Dutch Army tent. I'm now switched on. I'm like, I might have to get a Dutch Army tent.
Someone else is after a Dutch one. I can't remember who it is, but
brilliant. Yeah. I like it's like how you're showing how it links together. You can put 2, 3, 4 Dutch Army tents together to make a bigger accommodation. So that's absolutely brilliant.
It was a great time, John. I mean, I was there for a few hours on Friday, and then more hours on the Saturday night. But it was good. Everyone said how we had it all. Sticks made a lovely little bench, didn't he?
Yeah.
And of course we had an extra deer and a cow head.
Yeah.
And of course his deer was in the woods as well.
It's all good fun.
Yeah, it was.
The nice thing is, and it's one of the things I'm not going to do with mine. I respect other people have been to stuff before now or camps before now where you turn up at camp, you put your tent up, you're told exactly where to put your tent up. This is your spot there, it's marked out, white lines, and then you're told, right, 9 o'clock tomorrow, we will be doing spoon carving. You will be there. And then at 10 o'clock, we're going to do fishing with twigs. You will be there. And you're like, I don't do none of that. It's like people come along, do their own. We had Lee Roberts come along, and he likes his flint napping. So he's just sat there quite patiently knocking out arrowheads, and then he made an axe. And people, there's no...
when I got there, he was whittling a bull aura. Yeah. And when I arrived on Saturday, he was actually making wooden spatulas.
Yeah.
Because he just sits there and he's
And again,
does things.
he's happy to show you how he does it, share his knowledge and all the rest of it. Yeah, it was nice. Really nice.
And he worked with the last few camps have been in the same place, but you are hoping later on in the year to go up north to do a camp on a campsite up there.
Yeah.
And so that people can come, that are nearer for them.
We're looking at trying to do a bit of travelling. Now, the difficulty is the level of freedom I've got in my woods is at quite a high level. The level of freedom I'm going to have on a site somewhere isn't quite as large. So I am trying to, and it might be a case of speaking to you guys to see if what you can find around your way that allows our style of bushcrafty wild camping. Because I have spoken to people, and
I think the next one will be Farnham anyway.
I've spoken to somebody who said about using their site for wild camping and that, and they were all game on for it. Yeah, how many people you got coming? Oh, yeah, brilliant. I said, yeah, there'll be some people will be hammock camping, some people will be using. Oh no, we don't have none of that. No, don't have none of that. We don't have. No.
Oh, he's put his membership on again. Oh, bless you.
Thank you, Living.
Evening, Stealth.
Lavu, hope you're doing good, mate. I hope. I'm not going to get into details, but I hope everything's getting sorted out, brother.
You got missed.
And if you need me, Matt, and a few of the boys to come up with the old, and deal with the situation, let us know. Holes can be dug, wood chippers can be borrowed. We'll leave that one there before I get myself into a world.
But yeah, you got your email about coming up.
Stealth, sir, how you doing? Hope you're good.
He said his head was a little bit better yesterday.
Yes, striking oneself on the back of the head with a scaffold board. That's just trying to remember something. I've done the same thing myself.
That's a hobby I don't really think I'm going to join in with you.
Yeah, I've done the same thing myself where I'm going, must not forget.
Andy's tried with the Farnham in Dorset, but they've no go.
It's
Hi, Hiking the Hills.
Hiking the Hills camp went awesome, mate. Went absolutely fantastic. The guys there, and I'll take this point to say, everybody was there. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for such a fantastic weekend. And I'm going to be right blunt here. If you've got children, this is the moment. Get them to stick their fingers in their ear rolls for me. 3, 2, 1, in with this. Right. After the last 6 to 8 months of absolute shit, fear, and worry and concern that we've been through, this weekend, thank you guys, was the nail in the coffin that shut the door on what had happened before with all the cancer and all the rest of it. That nailed that lid down. The box is shut. It's put at the back of the stores with a label on it says, "Do not open till the apocalypse." Right? It's done. It's really sort of picked me right up. I even shaved my head again. I haven't done that in a while. I plucked my eyebrows. Okay, I tidied myself up. I feel refreshed, energized. Yeah, we're moving forward. So thank you all. Big. I can't tell you how much I am so grateful for this community. Not just the guys that come, but all you guys as well. You have literally held my hand and dragged me out of the quagmire. Just pulled me through it, and I don't think I'd have been half the person coming through it if it wasn't for you guys, all of you, every man, Jack, one of you. Yeah, and I think Caroline feels the same as well.
Yeah. So, I did find it funny on the Saturday morning though, going in and having hearing the conversation on who was snoring the most. Like little out with Max. Poor devil, he couldn't be one caught snoring because he couldn't sleep. But yeah.
So wildlife up there.
Yeah, definitely, Simon. One tribe.
It was one tribe. Yeah, it is one tribe. Yeah. In fact, my friend Sticks actually said to me, Was it? He says, spread your find your tribe.
Yep.
You know, it's
It's not saying that the people that obviously are out there that couldn't come and there's no possibility of them coming, we don't feel the same about them because
no, those guys that couldn't come, yeah, we definitely raised the glass to you. Thank you, and it will happen. It will happen one way or another. I am so determined now to do more and to make more of it. You know, it's important.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, I could go with that.
Jason is definitely.
Jason has stayed with us many a time, and yeah, his snoring goes through the floor.
Right, some of you will notice on people's videos, you'll see a green Range Rover, a P38, rather nice, tidy one with a beautiful tent system on the back of it.
Betty.
And Jason's bed's actually sat up in the back of the Range Rover, so you know it's really comfortable. But in the night when he's snoring, you can watch this whole tent going in and out. It's like a pair of lungs going. And I tell you what, that fox is not coming back into the woods for at least 3 or 4 days till he's figured out that what was growling out there is gone.
And the deer. There's no sign of any deer, was there, at the weekend? No.
Hey Benny, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, Max said he was 20 foot from me, but kept his hammock rocking. Word to the wise next time, Mac, move you. We'll have to fence off a little area so we know exactly where Jason is.
You come on, you know Mac as well as I know Mac. You know, that guy can sleep on if he can sleep on the ridge line of the bench of a Bedford 4-tonner.
Yeah. And that Rob bought his fantastic Series 1. Oh, that is.
Yeah.
In the it's the RF colours. Yeah, it's
beautiful.
Yeah, it's stunning, actually.
Beautiful.
And at one point, we had some more Land Rovers come in because they're going out on a 4x4 tour. We're doing a fish and chip shop tour. So you can imagine the whole woods was wall to wall Land Rovers. There was the odd Suzuki and a Navara, I think it was there, but yeah, it was wall to wall.
Yeah.
Landies of every shape, size, and
Well, Andy, my woods is perfect. I think the guys will tell you my woods is perfect for hammocks. We've got flat areas, which, again, when we were setting up, it was a case of sort of saying to people, right, you know, those you were hammocks,
that's the best area.
Take the sort of the slightly less even ground or flat ground, so that the guys were, because it's not a big woods. It's only, well, I've only got 6 acres up there, haven't we?
But everyone was nicely spaced out.
It was nicely spaced out.
All crowded.
It's a dense enough wood to have privacy. Yeah, it's a close enough wood for it to be quite.
Yeah, I noticed Kiwi was the closest to the toilet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Toilet worked well.
Yeah.
Genius. It's Caroline you got to thank for that.
I said to you, why don't you get one of those pop-up toilet shower tents? Because you've also got the shower.
Solar shower. I was going to get onto that in a minute because that was brilliant.
And I said, you know, we had one of the plastic toilets ones you can actually sit on. We couldn't find it, so I ordered a new one from Amazon, and it arrived on Thursday. So yeah.
So John, thank you very much, mate. The solar shower got used. Okay. Now we didn't have, although it was pleasantly warm, there wasn't a lot of direct sunlight because the tree cover was really dense. But it took the water from cold to a very comfortable, usable temperature. People used it all weekend, washing hands off, washing themselves down quick if they needed to. It was an absolutely awesome bit of kit that really well got used and was really appreciated and will be a regular every camp. But another thing I came up with when I was putting it up and actually hanging it on the tree, because it's a bucket and I had 20 litres of water in it, it was a sudden realisation that if I did need to douse something in a hurry, you've got that sort of bucket system. You could literally douse something, or if somebody got a bad burn, you could open up the top and stick their hand in it.
Yeah,
you know,
that was Tim, he's one of the partners there that owned the woods. He came and fixed Jason's Range Rover, and he washed himself. And of course, he'd then go to the solar shower and wash it up liquid and that off him. It's great, yeah.
So it did save the day. Yeah, it was absolutely.
You got used for everything.
Brilliant bit of kit, you know. I'd never thought of one before John sent it to me. Yeah, I wouldn't be without it. I really would not be. It's going to be at every camp. It makes a difference.
Well, thank you, Lee, for the conversations and that there. And I meant to say before I left on Saturday, can I have one of those, one of your spatulas? So next time you're at a camp and you make some, can I have one or two, please?
Lee, I know you didn't get a chance to say your goodbyes properly this morning because I know you had
go
to
off early.
dive out
at 3.
early. He was off at 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, I hope you had a safe trip home, mate, and I hope everything went well.
It's lovely to see you.
I hope you had a great day, and thank you so much for coming and once again sharing. Absolutely, you are a legend, my friend, a true legend.
Yeah, if it keeps going like this, you're going to have to find a bigger one.
Right, so yeah, still got them at the surplus in Alabama. Righty ho.
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, brilliant bit of kit.
Yeah.
Yes, Mac. I think I'm going to have to go and speak to Sean down in Borden. So I'm going to see what happens there. Have a chat to him. I think we need to look at a larger facility. We working it out, looking at it. We could probably get 20 as a max in there. I think really for spacing out.
It depends. If they're hammocking, it's not so bad.
Yeah,
it's a tentage because of the fact that it's not so flat.
Yeah,
25, I think. Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm gonna have a look into that and see what we can sort out there.
Obviously, it's gonna be different. It will be a price per head with that one because. It's different sort of.
I've got to do that on a day rate. Whereas the 4x4, and again, thank you, 4x4 tours and
they
training.
Get a donation for their.
Yeah, they got their done, and thank you everybody that donated in the donation tin. All right, I'm going to pop up and see them tomorrow and hand that over to them. They will be over the moon with that because that will keep them in tea, coffee, biscuits, and that for weeks.
Well, Andy Lee does the wooden spoons, and also Sussex Outdoors. He makes ones with the twisted handles and that, doesn't he? But unfortunately, he wasn't able to come this time.
Yeah, bear down. It would be not. I don't know how many of you would fancy one down in Dartmoor or on Dartmoor. If I could set up a camp on Dartmoor, a really nice little site. It's got a little river runs through it. The whole works. How many of you would be interested and capable of making it down to Dartmoor for a weekend? And how many of you would be interested? Because I can book the whole venue for a private wild camping weekend, and the owner is really, really nice. You can have your own fire pit.
I can even do the trailer, Mac. If you put the camping stuff in the trailer, I can do the trailer.
Yeah, that's it.
That means I can go out on my scooter.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you,
mate. Definitely.
But I'd love to get around and do some of the photographs of the water and that, because I could do that on my big scooter.
I wouldn't care where the camp was. After that weekend, I'll travel anywhere to see Willow. Willow was a bit of a star, wasn't he? I gotta give it to him. He was.
Yeah, Yachts turned up with 2 packets of treats for him, so he was. He was loving it.
He was a star. He made himself known. You come and say hello.
Yeah, he's doing that flipping goose. Come on.
Come and see everybody. Go on in.
He's even loving his goose side, but
yeah. He had a busy. He's exhausted. Busy weekend doing what willows do. Yes. Right.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, everyone's lapping it. It's like, I'm getting up on you.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's one of the rules at my camps. It's going to have to be. You got to be dog people, because. If this little monkey's there, he's going to come round and say hello, climb on you, want to fuss, and all the rest of it.
Steal your sticks or anything else you've got.
Don't get me wrong.
Hi, Hardway, Alaska.
Hardway, Alaska. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing good. Hope everything's fine for you. Hope everything's going well.
I love your video the other day of your birch syrup
Yes.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. 100 litres to make a litre of birch syrup.
Worth it though.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Like so many things, the more work you put in, the better the result.
He's pooped. He's absolutely pooped. Oh, Lee said he's a character like his dad.
Yeah. Is there anything Willow's not allowed to eat? Right, Willow doesn't like meat.
Very much, no.
Can't figure out why. He doesn't like meat. He loves his beef bones, right? Small beef bones, not big ones. He has some ribs. I get him some beef ribs.
He likes carrots, mini sweet corn.
Vegetables. Like dog treats.
Dog treats, especially wag ones.
Yes.
And he likes peppers.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
a Tibetan thing, I think.
Yeah.
It's a bit Buddhist.
Yeah. It's funny. He might eat a slice of freshly carved off chicken, and they go, "No, I eat that." Yeah. Oh dear!
Oh, get him up!
I think he got a lot of the dust from the the sandy bit, didn't you?
You're all right, mate. You're all right. You're all right, sausage. Oh, poor little man.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes the little jumbones. Yeah.
That was it. That's because you said chicken. You went. I don't want chicken.
Mac, Rob, we actually went down with Mac to Cornwall, and we had our Series 3 lightweight, and it'd only been back on the road 2 weeks, and we did 1,000 miles in that thing.
Yeah, Rob. Yeah,
we had us, Mac with his yellow American spec, and we had a Range Rover with us as well. Yeah. So yeah. Hi, Cookie. Fantastic to meet you.
Yeah,
you must come again.
Right. Now, there was two. I'm going to actually show them because I don't know whose they are.
Oh, yeah. We got 2 bits left behind at the camp. We got a tall water drinking thing and a green pouch with bits and pieces in it. So if anyone's left anything behind, we've got that. Oh, your one each has, does it? Yeah, this is what he's wandering around at the moment with. This is his love goose. You get it back again. Yeah, a week in a shit. Unless, I know, so you couldn't put it on a trailer and put it behind us because we've all got our trailer. You can't really have a trailer with a trailer on, can you? The thing is near the door, and the green one's there as well. On the right hand side. Yes, I do mean love goose, I'm afraid. Yeah, that is his girlfriend. Funny enough, our son who lives abroad, he's got a Italian greyhound, and he's got all those geese as well. They're from Timu, and he loves his goose too.
Oh, what'd you bum, mate? Right, a couple of items. So there we go.
These 2 were left behind.
Somebody who walked back up to the cars had obviously it detached from their pack or they dropped it out of a pocket.
And this was in the around the campfire.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is got some liquid in it, so I'll clean it up and that.
But yeah.
That's Kiwi's bag.
That's yours, Kiwi.
Rightio. Right, okay.
Right, thanks for letting me know.
What we'll do is we'll bring this round to you, Matt, to give to Rob.
Yeah. Rob. Yeah. Right. And Kiwi, what I'll do, if you are coming up next weekend, then obviously I'll give it to you then, or if not, we'll find a way of packing it up and posting it to you, bro. Right. That's sorted, isn't it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
But yeah, it was nice to meet you, Cookie, and the new people that came. It was good.
And hopefully I hope everybody had a great time.
You're not gonna. You lost your knife, didn't you, while you were down there, Kiwi? And then you found it. You kept losing everything.
Yeah, but Kiwi didn't stop. Kiwi was like, he was into everything. You know, if it was cooking, he wanted to give a hand. If it's somebody putting something up, he wanted to give him a hand. Kiwi is
should have put your name on it.
Mr. Helpful. Yeah, and it's the way it works. It's teamwork. It was for those of you that were there that have never been in the military, all right? You'd have done well because I never heard anybody say, "Could somebody give me a hand?" or "Could somebody do?" or "Could somebody?" It was the water was getting topped up. People were looking around.
So anyone need a hand?
That needs a bit of a wipe down or a bit of a clean. They'd do it. There was, there was.
Oh, it's Delilah's.
Yeah.
And she had a lovely time at the camp.
Brilliant.
Okay, well, we'll drop that off to Mac for you.
Yeah.
She's a little sweetie. I thought at first, but from a distance, I thought it was Florence.
Yeah. Well, what we'll do, we'll get it over to Mac this week as soon as we can, and that we can get it back. Yeah, no worries, Kiwi. And if you can't, then we'll find a way of posting it off to you or whatever.
It's like that. Going back to the food, Jason, how he produces the food that he does on a campfire is beyond me. Yeah. I mean, at one point there was about 5 or 6 people with their GoPros and cameras all standing around that fire with it inches away, and look, I can see a couple of faces of people sort of going, "I wish they'd bugger off so we can get to eat this stuff."
The other thing is with Jace as well, guys.
Okay, Bill.
He's quite happy to share with you any knowledge, any tips, any ideas you want when it comes to outdoors catering and cooking. He's a genius when it comes to improvised stoves and things like that. Digging hangies and things. So, yeah, he's Bill. Yeah, no problem, mate. If I find it, I'll return it. There's a finder's fee. I charge for returning things. It's £1,000, but it's not a problem.
Not his hot chocolate though.
Yeah. Yeah, he won't share recipes.
The money shot.
Chocolate.
Yeah, it was money shot, Kiwi.
Right, yeah. So we didn't get it this time because he always does it in the winter. But next, if we do a winter camp and you get the chance to try Jason's hot chocolate, damn, that is something else. He did it for us all this last winter. I think everybody tried it. Sticks, me, and everybody else that was there was like, wow. There were even people that went, "I don't like hot chocolate," that tried it and went,
Simon, the food they had for Maine on the Saturday night, Jason got some. We went with him up to Gloucester, and we follow Farmer P, and he has his own Dexter cattle, and we bought a beef box from him. So Jason brought some of the beef down. He did it in that big pan with it's a Mexican theme with a lot of fresh herbs. It was
spicy, but it didn't blow your mouth off. And then
when he put it's in some sort of sauce, isn't it?
Yeah.
And lots of onion. And when it's finished cooking, you crack loads of eggs into it, and you cook the eggs on top of the mince.
Yeah.
And then he covered it in parsley.
I was a bit dubious when I saw him cracking the eggs in the top. I was a bit like, "Oh,
yeah,
what's this?" But I got to say, when I tried it, I was like, "I like that. That's nice."
And I knew that he was doing that, and there was quite a few people. So what I did at home, I cooked 2 chicken curries. I did one with fresh coriander, chili, and Asian sort of spices in it, and the other one I did was just chicken, mushroom, and onions and that. So yeah, we had that with we had big crusty breads, not cob breads and naan breads.
Yeah, so it was a case of when we do the camps, we always endeavour to sort some sort of scoff for the Saturday night for people that are there. One, gives a chance to Jason to show off his skills, and he enjoys doing it. It also means takes the pressure off. People can relax and enjoy the rest of the weekend. The scoff's down to you. But the nice thing was, like this weekend, we had
Jason always does something different, doesn't he?
We had Sticks who brought bacon and sausages and went, "There we go, some bacon and sausages there. We'll have that for breakfast." And we threw it in a pan, did the bacon and sausages. Somebody else come over and went, "I've got some bread rolls,"
Yeah.
And it was one of those. It's like being in a bond, a group of like-minded souls.
I actually had the bread come fresh from Morrison's. In the morning, I got home delivery and had them, so that had been cooked that morning. The bread was cooked that morning. And,
it's generous. It's
poor Max and his bread rolls. Yeah, Max's other wife said to him, "Joe, I've got you some rolls," and he thought she'd been to the garage. He thought she got him some field rolls. No, she got him a pack of rolls.
But we soon filled
Yeah.
those with sausages and
Yeah,
bacon.
we did. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he didn't do biscuits and gravy, but
no.
Jason always does something different. I mean, I think the camp before that,
Yeah.
he did a whole leg of lamb. Mind you, you need more than one leg of lamb to feed that many people.
Yeah. So, also brings me to the thing that come the SHTF and we're all living in the woods. So I think my little group's actually going to be living like kings. Going to be quite happy.
Yeah.
Janet,
hi
Janet. Oh, yeah, that was a long old drive for you. No, our pleasure, Janet.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you got. Did you manage to get to the Vale of the White Horse? Did you get to go up and see the White Horse? Hopefully you did. Yeah. Because that would have been a long old day's driving. You did. Brilliant.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Fantastic.
I hope you got a nice amount of food, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah.
She, bless her, she was saying, oh, can I help you? I really do appreciate Lee and everyone really that, offered to give us a hand because I'm a bit doddery on my old feet now.
But yeah, no, it was wonderful. It was an absolute stunning weekend. I feel brilliant for it. I am going to sleep the sleep of the sleepy tonight.
He actually sat down and now we were watching Farmer P at 6 o'clock when he came on, and you were falling asleep then, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to go out like a light tonight. Not that I didn't sleep well actually at the camp.
No.
In actual fact, one of the nice things at the camp, the first two I did, I was literally like sticks up, crack of dawn, before anybody else. Let's get the brews on. Let's get things organised. And as it's evolving, and you're realising that people muck in, I was able to, on the second day, I wasn't feeling particularly alert.
Won't be long to the next one, Simon, promised you.
So I just laid there in my pit for half an hour, just enjoying the warmth and the relaxation of it, listening to people chatting. It was nice. It was so chilled. And that's really what I aim for with the camps. I've been to camps that are for me, are too organised, too regimented. I know some people like that sort of thing. And
everyone will know about the diggy bag. Diggy bag.
The diggy bag, yes.
We had quite a few little bits and pieces that were left over from when we used to do the hangman. So what I did was I put it all in a sort of army camo shopping bag thing that I've got, and I bought some raffle tickets, and I tore some of the raffle tickets, I put them in the box, worked out that everyone had like 2 strips, so I was doing sort of one loan, sort of mixture, so they weren't consecutive ones, and handed them out, and Tarpac
Tarpac
Innovations gave us some bits as well.
Wasn't expecting it at all, and they wandered over, and these are bloody there's some kits to give away, and like really,
and the funny thing is, we were dipping the bag, well, because I'd taken some of the people at last minute that couldn't come, I'd allocate for them as well. So some of the tickets were obviously going to come out that weren't there, but the first prize I brought up was one of the innovations, the Tarpac Innovations, and one of the Tarpac Innovations people won it. So I put it back in, and we got to diggy bag, and we were doing, people was just dipping in the bag.
Right. When we say diggy bag, so as you may see, if those of you that watch the Sunday Live, Styx's Sunday Live, I like to have fun. I like to have fun. So
just
I
a bit
got
of
the
fun.
bag.
It was no cost. It was a free raffle.
And I watched a quiz show when I was at I don't watch a lot of telly, so when I was at my mum's, they had Blankety Blank on, which I hadn't seen for years. And all of a sudden, as I walked down the bag, it was like, diggity bag, diggity bag, diggity bag, diggity bag,
diggity bag.
And yeah, just a bit of fun.
And it was funny. Poor Mac, he never wins anything, and he just kept coming up and coming up and coming up.
He should have got a lorry ticket.
You got a nice perch fishing lure, didn't you?
Yeah. He should have dived down the post office quick.
But yeah, it was.
That was his night. That was.
Yeah, it always had all sorts of like the little things with did you die? And there was a couple of there was a Ferrocene rod and
little bits and pieces,
some hats and that, and
hopefully made
it was a laugh.
Yeah, and it was and again, thank you to my mate my mate Max.
Yeah.
Who
Out with Max. Yeah. Oh, that's a beauty.
Who, yeah, sorted me out with a petrol stove. Now I used to use a Coleman years ago. So he sorted me out with the petrol stove. So, again, another piece of kit to demonstrate on the channel, because the old petrol stoves definitely have their place, especially if you're very, very cold environments. So I'm looking forward to doing a bit with that. And there was a couple of other items that came down for me. So it's put me in a position, John, where I can get a certain item that we were talking about over to you. Will be in the near future. So there will be a little box coming to you over there, John.
Yeah, Out with Max bought quite a few things down, and quite a few. He sold some of his Firestones, didn't he? He sold 3 sets of Firestones and other bits and pieces to people.
And
so,
on my video, for those of you that don't know what he's talking about, on my video you'll see I asked him to show his Firestones, because this is a young man that is got his channel working very, very hard to make something that people can use at a fair and sensible price. Very similar to Tarpac. They've seen that there's some crap out there. Why have crap? I can make that, and I can make it to a lot better quality. Put a lot of effort and a lot of time into it. And I know for a fact he's got to sell a lot of them to break even. But he's doing it. So he's got my encouragement, my backing. I've got one of his sets. Absolutely superb. And I know there's some of the guys there got themselves a set, and they won't regret it. Absolutely.
I mean, another camp, if anyone wants to bring any bits that they want, no longer need, then
it's a case of, if any of you on the live ever have an item you think, right, I'm done with that, I want to flog that, sell it, swap it, or whatever, do it on here, right? I have no problem with seeing a comment coming up saying something, I've got Dutch Army 10, 40 quid if anybody is interested. We're a community. I sometimes sit there and look at things and go, right, well, it's time for that to go, but I don't want to just give it away because it's something that costs me a lot of money, or I might be in a situation where I'm like trying to scrape the pennies together. So I have no issue with that. But likewise, also, is support, share, and help one another. Let's build the community. Let's make it bigger. Let's make this community spread. I want to see Hampshire Outdoors and survival camps all over the world. Australia, Indonesia, America.
You want to Australia because Kiwi upset the Australians.
Yeah, Kiwi, you upset the Australians. Yeah. I believe they're sending war canoes to.
Okay, Lawrence. See you later, my love.
Lawrence, take it easy, brother. Have a great week. Look after yourself. Yeah, have a good night's sleep. And Lawrence, thank you for your service, mate. Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah,
it's nice to get to it together. It's funny when you sort of, even if you meet someone for the first time, it's like everyone there just gelled in completely. Bonded. It's like we've been,
bonded. And like I say, lots of different people, lots of different backgrounds, lots of different life stories,
different ages,
different ages, different groups, and it just all come together with one love of being outdoors. And it just goes to show when I apply those simple rules of no religion, no politics, they're personal, no chips on shoulders, it works.
I've enjoyed when the Stick's Still Alive this morning. I was on there with him. I think it was 6:35, and by the time people started getting up, I think it was 64 people, wasn't it? At one point,
Sticks, what was the count on that live in the end? Because
I know at one point there was 60 odd.
Yeah.
So
no, it went really, really well.
We did have
Cheers,
one.
Janet. Friends forever.
Yeah. We did have one that was at. He was asking where everyone was from, and he just kept asking, and then all of a sudden it was like, Daddy, Daddy, and it was, I think in the end he went.
That's it, isn't it? It's make it fun. Make it fun.
Yeah, of course, you wouldn't appear till you had your wee. I heard you. Yeah, Bill, he did a lot. He was doing a lot of singing, wasn't he? A lot
And Janet. Janet's got a voice. She sings like an angel. She
was most upset that she didn't get to see the troll, though.
Oh,
there is a Cornish troll in the woods on the actual 4x4 trail. There's a bridge, and I had a troll. He was standing about yay high. It's a concrete one, and he used to be on our flat roof shed. And when they said they're building a bridge in the woods, and I said to him, well, he could do with a new home. He's a troll. He wants his own bridge. So the troll is under the bridge, and actually there's a on the tree there's a thing that says Troll Bridge when you go around it.
There you go. So yeah, Stick's got 2,000 views on that live this morning.
Blimey.
20 concurrents and 2,000 views. Just goes to show that.
Yeah.
And again, it's just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
Just for the fun of it. Absolutely brilliant, mate.
Absolutely built for volume.
No, it's we don't do politics, we don't do religion. Everybody's got, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I saw they had the
everybody has their own politics and their own religion, their own belief system, and all the rest of it. But those are personal. And nobody has the right to tell somebody else how to think. So keep it to yourself and don't put it onto anybody else, and live by it. Whatever you believe, live by it. That's your path.
Yeah, at one point there was Kiwi and Mick and T and Chris Sticks, and you went into your major disaster, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you had Carruthers, who was Kiwi, and you had the private, which was T.
Why? And it was a bit of silly funness.
If someone with a big beard, then that's any goats we get on that troll bridge, isn't it?
Yeah. Yes. All right. I've had a bit of a trim up since I got back.
Stel said you were making him laugh in that live.
I grew up with Spike Milligan. I like Spike Milligan, and I like things like Blackadder. I like to laugh at certain things, and Major Disaster was just any of you guys that are ex-military, you've all come across a major disaster. They're out there. They exist. Not necessarily in the military either, in life. That's bloody good. But it was just random, and it worked really funny because Kiwi come wandering over, and I said,
definitely de-stress weirding. Yes,
I said Carruthers, and he was like, and it worked. And then T would walk round. He wasn't even involved at that point, and he came round the back of the camera, and he went, "All right, guys," and just straight away my brain went, "Oh, my little Cockney Batman private so and he just walked in. Oh, he said,
well, we've been told
it's just fun.
Oh, well, Alaska, we've been told the one that did the bad snoring was actually Jason. The Muddy Ruts, because Mac was 20 foot from him, and he was rocking.
Temp was going in and out. He
was
like that.
Rocking Mac's hammock from his. He's got, because Jason had he's got those tents that goes on the back of his Range Rover, hasn't he?
But Jason, in all fairness, Jason has been diagnosed with sleep apnea.
Yeah.
So it's that's not comfortable.
No. But I'm sure each one of them at their point was like gruff. No wonder they're an owl in the woods with them. No wonder they got grumpy.
There was at one point.
It keeps the deer away from what I've seen.
I got up for a wee. I don't know what the time was on the Friday night, but it was pitch black, absolutely pitch black. And you do that where so you wake up and you're like, where's everything in here? This is it. And I said, so you switch the light on, you've just destroyed your night vision. You get out your hammock, the woods is pitch black. There's no ambient light up there. You're like, bloody hell, this is black. I'm going to go off and find a tree. So you're walking like that. And as I'm walking along, just a way over to my right in the distance, there was a... I was like,
Blazing saddles all over again.
Like, blimey, okay. It's one way of identifying where your tent is. Found my tree, did what I did, walked back, chuckled away myself.
Did anyone see Benny's video when he was, he's asking if anyone wants to watch him do his videos from when he's at work, when he does his stuff.
Benny,
and at one point, even been lifted his leg up and.
Benny's with us. So Benny, I'd watch videos, mate. Really would. And do you know what? It's picking up tips and tricks as well. Watching you go around that door frame, I know other people go, you didn't have dynamic. I was like, that's how it's done. You know, so not that I'm ever going to decorate anything, because Kaz knows what I like about decorating. I hate decorating. Mickey decorating.
I'll try and do it, and then he'll say, I'll do it for you.
No. When Mickey decorates, everything in the room is covered in plastic sheeting that I don't want paint on. Then I place a gallon pot of paint in the middle of the room, take one thunder flash, light it, drop it in, close the lid, shut the door. Room's painted. Easy done. Yeah. Even coat everywhere.
Or you kidnap Benny.
Yeah, it is tea. That's one of those things. That's what I will say. That's one of the things about that woods up there. It is a very peaceful woods. Very, very peaceful. And I would also like to say, whilst we're here, a thank you
to Santa. Oh dear,
to our neighbours to the woods there, Alex and Mike. Thank you very much. Again, because those guys could quite easily turn around and say, no, you're not doing it. And they don't. And in fact, Alex had a wander over
ironically
to say hi on the Friday. We had a good chat and a laugh, and that wished us well and let me know that if there was an emergency or problem, just trot across. So yeah, Alex,
even I wouldn't have given him a
I know he follows the channel, Alex, and your son.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. We really appreciate it. You know, hopefully we didn't keep you up.
Bill says he's going to grow. He gets to grow a beard long each year. He hates shaving. Like you always have it. You in the winter. He likes to have a bushy beard, don't you? And he shaves it off. But
I used to have beards down here.
His wife keeps calling him Bad Santa.
Yeah, I used to do the full sort of.
Yeah, it's
biker.
Because that's when your red coat comes out, doesn't it?
Yeah. But I to be honest with you, these days, high and tight, I think is the phrase they use. Is it's
Chronically Outdoors said that your voice is therapeutic. You find yourself nodding off to Zen.
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. I don't know the next verse. Go to sleep.
Close your eyes. Yeah, after what you were saying with about the lady that sort of wafted through, that was Friday at least night. That was in sort of, it was like in light. Yeah. Alex and his son, it was light then, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mac, they literally live in the house at the back of the pine woods that was over to your left. Lovely guys, really, really nice guys. And yeah, when you got neighbours like that, it makes life so much easier. Now, what was that? Right, so yeah, the mystery occurrence on Friday night, we still have no answers. We can't say what it was, who she was, where she come from, even where she was going.
Where would you suddenly appear in the middle of a woods with no light?
Well, what got me, Kaz, was when I left today, that gate, when we're not in the woods, is locked. Yeah? And it's fenced.
Yeah.
It's not something that's easy to climb over.
No.
Right? It would have been unlocked that night, although it would have been closed.
I didn't see it, love. I don't know.
But we were all sitting in a circle. Only 3 people in the circle actually physically saw her.
You didn't see it, did you?
No. I saw movement. I caught, as somebody went, fuck me, did you see that? I caught movement out of the corner of my eye, but I didn't see detail.
You sure she wasn't naked and it was just a white light of her skin?
I don't know what it was.
Sticks said you only had white trousers on.
Yeah, it was just, that was freaky.
She'd like the thing on the ring.
Yeah, but 12:30 in the morning there, that location.
Janet saw her as well.
Yeah, it's not miles from anywhere, but it is remote, if you know what I mean. It is like, there's no reason. There is a social club at one end, but where she was going is to nowhere.
That's what Max said. How can you walk through a woods with no torch?
No torch, pitch black. We had people there with head torches on that were still tripping over stuff.
Because where the lines are that go round the 4x4 track, I went over them, and they're quite, because they're
Big
often
ruts.
used. You go down up to the middle bit. Obviously, it goes underneath the car and down into the dip again. If you try walking that in the dark with no torch, you're going to break your neck like anything else.
No, Andy, we have no idea. Simon, possibly.
Yeah.
But she didn't acknowledge us in any way, form,
If it's
or manner.
Wild Bear, Matt would have recognised it.
Yeah.
I don't think it was Jen.
Yeah. And the other thing is, put yourself in this perspective. This is a woods in the middle of nowhere, and you're walking through it, and all of a sudden you see a fire in the distance, and you can hear voices. Right? At 12:30 in the morning, are you going to approach it? Or would you go, give that a bit of a wide berth? She walked right past us within 2 or 3 metres of us.
But Max saw a bloke at 4 o'clock in the morning when he couldn't sleep.
Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah, but I didn't they say hello or anything to her, and she didn't answer anything.
Yeah, as Max just pointed out there, when you look at the houses up around there, they're all £5 million plus. So it's not like somebody staggering back from the nightclub to the council estate.
Yeah.
They're the sort of people that would have the private taxi firm deliver them whilst massaging their feet.
You don't need peyote in that. In those sausages, did you?
Yeah. Can't make it out, mate. It's one of those things.
It's never happened.
But again,
before.
I would say that for me, I've spent night after night after night up there in that woods on my own. Never actually come across anything. Never seen anybody.
You and Mac have been up there as well, haven't you?
Me and Mac have been up there. But me and others have been up there. And we've never come across anybody. There in one night or 2 nights, we had a woman walk through. And then in the wee small hours of the morning, we had a bloke cut through. Now, the bloke
definitely, Mac.
The bloke cutting through at 5 o'clock in the morning, I can sort of see. Yeah. I can sort of see somebody who knows the area. I'll just go shortcut through there. Because if you were walking from there up, you would be going from pretty much Waverley Abbey area, back end of Farnham, and you were cutting across to, say, Putnam, a village of Putnam. Yeah, there's the route you'd take. You cut across. If you knew all the little cut-throughs and that, you'd take it. And as a bloke, yeah, I would. But a lone woman?
I think you're going to have to do that next time, actually, Simon, because freak you out.
The annoying thing was, if we'd known she was out there and I'd been sensible about it, I could have caught her on the night vision camera. So what I'm going to do next time,
put the game cams out.
I'm going to put the game camera up and just leave that running at night. And I'm going to set it up on the track so we don't set it off, but anybody else that comes through will. So I'm just going to leave the game camera running all night and see what we can catch on it.
Yeah, I saw that. There was I saw your post, Mac, about they in Surrey, just outside Guildford, they have cattle that naturally graze area. Well, they found one of the cattle was butchered and they'd taken it away.
Yeah, well, thing is, whoever's got, I'll put that out there now, reading the report on that. So those animals were under what's called a 66-day restriction.
Yeah, they've had their
66-day restriction is normally put on cattle when wormed. The wormers that are used on cattle, if taken or you eat the meat that animal's been wormed with, not only will it likely make you ill, it will make you sterile. Okay, it will destroy your ability. It's why it's a 60-day restriction. It will you up bad time. So I will say, anybody that's in the area that gets offered some really cheap beef,
don't have it.
I would avoid it like the plague, because that's only if it's wormers. If it's something worse, like it's cattle antibiotics, steroid treatments for infections, you really, really are going to be in a painful place. They don't put 66-day restrictions on animal treatments for no reason. It's because if you consume that meat, it's going to make a mess of you.
Kitten was saying, he said maybe she was from from Northampton, was walking from the train station.
Might have been. Might be somebody that follows sticks.
Yeah.
Andy, hiya, mate. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Right. So Andy there is.
If you want to send me the details, we can mention
Andy,
it out.
It's up to you. You can either put a list in the comments of what you got and what you want for it, right? And then
we'll put it on the
send
board.
Kaz an email, right? And anybody then that wants it can contact Kaz, or she can put you in contact that way. You send Kaz your email address. Anybody that wants it,
I think I've got Andy's anyway.
Do it that way, or they can get hold of you on here and somehow swap details. It's that way, mate. But stick a list on there.
Yeah,
Derek, my brother from another mother. How you doing, mate?
And how's Mum? Did she like her Mother's Day?
Yeah. How did the Mother's Day go, Derek? Yeah.
Yeah, I wish you could teleport too. We would have teleported quite a few people over, wouldn't we?
Mate, when I win the lottery, I'm going to fly you all in, everybody from everywhere. But then I will own a woods, and it won't be 6 acres. No. It's going to be many hundreds of acres. Derek. Yeah, I am coming, brother. I'm a coming, Derek. I'm a coming to the US. I haven't got dates and that sorted, but it's happening. It will definitely happen.
I reckon before the end of the year.
I'd like it to be. Yeah, I'd like it to be. Yeah, I'm a coming. Yeah, it's going to be fun. Right, I'm just going to back off a little bit, read through the comments for a second. My voice is going.
You've been out nearly an hour and a half now.
Yeah, I will make it to the 2 hour mark. Yeah, I won't let you guys down. I'm a man. I can take it. See my new OEX top? Sorry, love. I just kicked Caroline in the ankle. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Millets.
You got shoes on.
In the sale.
OEX.
Half price. OEX top. Lightweight.
No problem, Andy.
So it's a fleece, but it's not fleecy.
No, it looks ribbed. It's quite. It's like a square on the inside. On the outside, it's sort of stripish.
It's not highly windproof, but it does keep it off. It is quite warm. Makes a very nice little base layer.
It was reduced from
but it dries super quick.
72 down to 29.
Yeah. So there we go.
You look like a gangster now.
I've got to go out and steal some push bikes. I'm not really. I would never condone stealing anything. I'm not that sort of person.
It is growing. Thanks, D. Yeah, it was great fun.
Oh, mate, it's going really, really well. And me and you've spoken about it in the past, and I think we've got the formulas right. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, your age, anything, right? Doesn't matter. Leave the politics at home, leave the religion at home, come and enjoy. It's about the love of nature, the love of being outdoors rather than anything else.
Janet was saying how it was, she woke up on Saturday morning and the birds. The
beech trees there are alive with birds. It's absolutely fantastic. In actual fact, Mr. Lee Roberts gave a fantastic demonstration on the early Saturday morning where he just literally took a stick and he called a spotted woodpecker in. Okay. I've looked into this. So basically, from what I gather, what he called in would have been a female spotted woodpecker. The male taps, the female then comes down. But it's the first time I've actually heard a female make the noise, or the spotted woodpecker make the noise they make, other than the right. So I was absolutely blown away. But he gave a great demonstration of that, and that was literally a stick in the woods, just a rhythmic tap on the tree, stop, rhythmic tap, stop, rhythmic tap. Within 5 minutes, there it is, literally sat above it.
Oh, you saw a drain near your car. Excellent.
Oh, brilliant.
And of course, can't forget Frank.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And as Kiwis point out, the hangry owl. Yeah.
No,
we've got the world's most aggressive tawny owl up there. He won't harm you or anything, but he will shout at you. Most tawny owls will give you a pleasant. Ooh. This one doesn't. He sits up above you and goes, "Ho, ho, ho."
No, I meant Frank the Robin.
Oh, Frank the Robin. Oh, he was lovely. He's a little
you
sweet.
You called the owl Frank as well, would you?
Probably. I will say to you guys that were there as well. When I left, all the bread that was left got crumbled up and put on that stump. And as I went out, the last thing I see in the review mirror is Frank the Robin on there going, "Woohoo!"
Yeah, Frank the Robin. There's a wheelbarrow there, and he was on the wheelbarrow. It was all round the camp, wasn't he?
Yeah. He's a great little character.
And he says, going back to Major Disaster, Mock the Week did Private Browsing, Corporal Punishment, and Cable Colonel Abrams. A free-barred owl moved in. Been calling its mate for 2 weeks straight. Blimey.
Yeah.
But there was no deer. And the fox wasn't there. Well, he didn't see the fox.
All right, Andy, brilliant idea. Yeah, get a list together, email it to Kaz, and what we will do, we will put it out there on next Sunday's live. And that way, yeah, we can get it sorted from there.
I can then pass on your details and
private browsing, corporal punishment. Yeah. They're stealing my idea, Andy.
I did mention to Janet that you get the muntjac there sometimes.
Yes, we do. We occasionally get the muntjac in there. Muntjac. They bark at you. You know, it's a confused deer, isn't it? My deer or
we
my
may
dog?
have the sloppy badger doing an appearance next Sunday.
Yes. Sloppy badger camps. That's it from now on. That tickled my biscuit on Saturday morning when we were talking about names and the rest of it, and we came up with the gummy badger that had no teeth, and then it went to sloppy badger because he dribbles.
I sent you a message.
Yeah, and I think that's the way to go. Oh, righty-ho. So, yeah, definitely, mate. So Tarpac have just got hold of us. They're offering us a giveaway for next Sunday.
The Ridge Lion, orange and black.
Yeah, orange and black Ridge Lion. If anybody's interested, Tarpac, these are the guys that came down the woods. They produce Ridge Lions camping equipment, camping gear. They're a British firm started by two British guys that were sick and tired of cheap tat. And they build this stuff specifically to use themselves, okay, and have started a business out of it. Now, they brought the kit down, we've tried it, and I've been a field tester for them, or chief field tester, thank you very much. I've been a field tester for them for a few months now, and it's been brilliant because they're not guys that just go, oh, this is our gear, try it. They go, like, take that away, see what you think, try it, play with it, come back, let us know, feed us back, and they listen to the feedback and adapt things and change things.
Yes, their stuff is amazing.
Everything they do is bespoke. Every single thing is bespoke. And
they're offering if you're a subscriber to Hampshire Outdoors and Survival, there'll be a code on that.
Yeah, so if you're a subscriber, there'll be a code that you can use to get money off their kit. Their website's up there, www.tarpac.com. Yeah, go over, have a look, show them some love and support, have a look at the gear. Do me a favour, okay? They do have a members system. Sign up, even if you sit there and think, well, I can't really afford that. Sign up, get emails, get the information, show them support, help them get going. You know, because they listen, and this is a big thing for me with businesses and companies. When people send me stuff to review, whether they're big companies or small companies, and they say, well, give this to review. One of the things I always say to them is, I'll try it. If I don't like it, I think something needs to be changed or something wrong, I'll get back to you. And a lot of the big companies just go, no, not interested then, right? The companies that actually go, yeah, please do, those are the ones worth knowing, because you know that they're listening, they adapt and change. Now, the one thing I will say about Tarpac, when you look through their site, just look at how they fix their kit together. They've got a detail of how they do it. It ain't going to fail you. It's not going to break. It's not going to fall apart in 6 weeks. Absolutely brilliant kit. So
Jess, that they do ridge lines, they do all the different the pegging out things, products, and that. Check their website
Jess,
out.
Honestly,
but if I say that we're going to give them some free giveaways,
and everything's made to order
next week.
Everything's made to order, so you can get hold of them and say, do you know, I want a 2-foot ridgeline, or I want a 20-foot ridgeline. Yeah, and you can speak to them. You're speaking to people, not a bot, not a company, not a secretary sat in the office going, "Oh yeah, hang on, let me just get the book and have a look." You're speaking to the guys that are involved in it, okay? And it's really, really small, personal, decent, bespoke system. It's like, I'll tell you what it's like. It's like going to buy a dress or a suit. Now, you can go to Marks and Sparks, so you can buy a good quality dress and you can buy a good quality suit off the shelf. But you're going to take it down, throw it on, walk around it, go, yeah, that'll do. And it might last you a little while, okay? Or you can go into a tailor's and have somebody run a measure around you and say, how's that for comfort? Sir, your shoulders are slightly uneven, but we can change that and alter that by doing it. That's the difference with this company.
Yeah. I say when they put out the new chair, that is going to be game changer. Really.
Derek's saying that they've had a couple of mountain lions caught on ring cameras down the street from him. They hunt the migratory geese that they have gone now, eluded the animal catchers. They will. They're clever creatures. They really are. Yeah. You bet your life that a lot of times that the people that are hunting them, they're probably looking down somewhere at them and just watching them go past. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, Jess, that's it. There's certain items of kit you can afford to have cheap. Okay.
What we do is
there's certain items of kit that you rely on, that you want to be able to take it out of that pack every time and go, it's going to do the job. And for me, one of those things is things like my ridge lines. And I know these guys actually say, we're not trying to say to people, don't make your own ridge lines, don't prep your own kit, don't make your own gear. They're not saying that at all, but they're just saying, look, we're producing stuff that's good. Try it.
What we'll do is we'll put a short on probably Wednesday to let everyone know. Yeah. But I mean, it's like the subscribers now, it keeps fluctuating. Sometimes it says 2.3 and then sometimes it says 2.4, doesn't it? It keeps
it floats up and down.
Yeah. But that'd be fantastic.
And they're developing a chair.
Yeah.
And the guys that were there have seen the chair, but don't give too much away at the moment, guys, apart from it's awesome.
Charles going up there and get a goat for some goat curry and stew, Mac.
It's in prototype at the moment, but I am very glad and I'm very lucky to say, when it's finished, I am going to be the first channel to actually show this bit of kit. And this bit of kit is going to be an absolute game changer. All right. For those of you that go out and do hammock wild camping or even go out with vehicles and things like that and are sick and tired of metal foldy seats
and they break and they sink in the ground. I sit on those ones. I get going about 4 inches in.
This is going to be absolutely amazing. Multi-positional. You can lay back on it. You can sit up on it. Right. You can take it, stick it in a pocket. Absolutely bloody
Matt
amazing.
was saying he's just seen they got back home in Crieff. They've got some problems with feral goats.
I'll come up and deal with them, Matt.
Yeah.
I like a bit of goat.
Yeah, we do like a bit of goat. Waste not, want not.
Send them a message, Mac. Tell them you got a friend down here. Quite happily come up and remove some.
Yeah,
of
we could do a camp up there.
Yeah,
get your own goat.
Catch and cook.
Yeah, on the hoof. I bet they are.
That's the
they just eat everything, don't they?
Well, this is the problem with goats, isn't it? Goats are the ultimate survivor. That's why I always say to people, if the SHTF ever happened and you were looking for animals to rear and look after,
don't get sheep.
Right, goats are the way to go. Goats can survive in the hardest environments in the world. They look after themselves pretty much, right? They provide milk, they provide butter, they provide cheese, they provide good quality meat. The downside of a goat is probably the most intelligent of all the cloven-hoofed animals, including pigs, that beat them hands down. Right? Goats are thinkers. Right? Pigs are doers. Pigs will go, right, I'm going for it there. But a goat will look at it and go, right, yeah, I'll figure this out. That's how he opens that. That's how he does this. So the goats can be a pain in the arse that way, but right, they are the ultimate survivor.
We go to it's called the Valley of the Rocks. It's down in Devon, isn't it?
Yeah.
On Devon coast, and they keep all their undergrowth down with the goats, but they're all the ones with the really tall horns. I think they're the same ones as
It's that woman which you go like, oh yeah, so see the goats on there, yeah. Those devil goats. Pardon? You know, the Satan ones. No, it's not actually a breed of goat.
That's a fallacy,
Satan
Kiwi. They haven't got legs shorter than the other. They're just very good at balancing their bodies. But yeah, they also have them down at the Cheddar Gorge, don't they? Keeping the place.
Very, very, very nice.
Yeah, so is that. Look.
Thank you, mate.
Very nice.
Very nice. I'm enjoying.
That's yeah. I said to him the other day it was a haggis, Mac.
Yeah. Just keep Kiwi away from the sheep, for goodness sake. And don't say it, Kiwi.
Yeah, we told him there was sheep and goats just down the road.
Yeah.
And he was nearly off.
Yeah, he's excited over that, doesn't he? Does like his sheep. Oh, how's that going down?
It's going down.
It's going down. Kaz is on the pina coladas tonight.
Yeah, it's a 3.4.
Let's give that a little try. That's rather nice, isn't it?
Paradise
Bay.
Bay.
Like a little sip of my Thatcher's Rascal.
Yes. Scary sure.
It is.
Well, it tastes funny after that.
Somerset cider. Or as he likes to say down there, cider.
Yes, I know, T. He did, didn't he? I know you got him a bib. Yeah, he's got Max got himself a GoPro 13. Very nice quality video. Yeah.
So, and again, so it's the next step for Max. So he's done his first video on it, and like with me with the GoPro, he's figuring it out and all the rest of it.
We met his wife, didn't we? Yeah. That's nice.
Yes. Yeah. Lovely to meet his missus and his little dog.
Yep.
He's a lovely little dog.
Even Willow liked his little dog.
Even Willow liked his dog. Yes. You did, didn't you, Willow? Yes. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to wind it up, I think, in a minute. I'm absolutely shattered, guys, and my brain is now starting to hit that virtual wall. You know, where you go, think of something to say. Think of something to say. Say something nice. And my brain's going, no. Yeah. I'm like that 13-year-old me that would get caught doing something, and your old man would go, go on, tell me why you did it. And you go,
Yeah, it did pop out the screen, didn't it?
Yeah.
And thank you all that bought the nibbles and that, because there was we had, as usual, the carrot go-to was the chocolate hobnobs.
Yeah.
And there was you bought a load of these dairy milk fruit and nut trail mix. They went down well.
See, you say that. I dropped sticks off and I got the car loaded up and I got back here and I have to park about 100 metres from where I live. And I got out, by the time I parked, I got out of the car and I was like, get the bags. No, I can't get the bags. Get the bags. No, I can't get the bags. No. So I shot in. Oh, Adam, quick, wait. Shoot back out, unload the car. Yeah.
No, he can't have chocolate hobnobs. That's the reason why he had his treats. I made sure he had treats with him.
Thank you, everybody, for all the hobnobs. Thank you, everybody, for all the hobnobs. That was absolutely
thanks for being there, Cookie. It was nice to see you, and hopefully you'll make the next one. And
Jason,
busy job.
from Muddy Ruts Foodie Outdoors. Thank you for sitting there right opposite me, smoking a very nice Churchillian cigar.
He was a busy man because he
swine.
He made the Saturday night meal, and then he popped off because the 4x4 Trail were doing they were doing a night drive and finishing with fish and chips. So he had to go out and get £140 worth of fish and chips.
140 quid worth of fish and chips, and
to
then
take
deliver
to
it to where they
the
were
4x4
finishing.
group.
Yeah. So, but it was. Again, I just got to say from the bottom of my heart,
you can have doggy chocolates
to everybody. Thank you so much for being there. And I really just, hand on heart, hope you enjoyed it as much as we did, because it was absolutely bloody brilliant. They're getting better and better and better. Yarps, my brother, I'm sorry you couldn't stay for the whole weekend, but you have work. We get that, and you've just come back from an adventure in British Columbia.
Nice.
But thank you so much for joining us. It was just fun.
Yeah.
It was just fun. We're going to do more of this. I got to win the lottery and buy myself a couple of 100 acres. It's you guys make it. It's not me. Somebody said to me, "Oh, thanks for building a brilliant camp." No, it's not me at all. Not me at all. It's everybody. All I do is put a tarp up, light a fire pit, and then sit back and enjoy it. It's not my doing it. It's I'm just the one that's lucky enough to have access to the space. It's you guys that make it. Well, I will speak to Gareth this week and make sure he's happy, and I will speak to him about the next. I think they're doing a Wales trip in August, so with any luck, it might be able to do
May, June, July. That's 3 months' time.
Yeah, might be able to do another one in August.
Yeah,
but I'll find out from him. I'll find out from him and see what we can sort out. It was brilliant. Right, I'm going to wind it up there. I'm drifting away. I'm fading fast. Yes. Revive me, Caroline. Revive me, or just leave me to fall asleep.
I'm just going to get a bucket of water.
I guarantee you, instead of going and making a cheese toasty, I'm probably going to curl up in my chair like this, tilt it back a little bit, because I've got a reclining chair like that, and go.
And Willow will jump on your bits.
Just wake me up in the morning.
Yeah, good night, everyone. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for joining us again this week.
Yeah.
On the evening, Sunday evening live.
Whoever you are, wherever you are in this glorious world of ours, have a blessed week. Enjoy yourselves. Love those you do. Forgive those you don't. May peace and light be upon you all. And before I finish, I will just say an absolutely huge thanks to Tarpac Innovations. I know I keep on about it, but these guys are brilliant. Tarpac Innovations,
It's nice to have a company there with us. Right.
They're a company that support me, okay? And I will always support them. Bloody good kit. Have an awesome one, guys. Take care.
See you in the week, Mac.
Catch you all later. Till next time. This is Mickey, Hampshire Outdoors Survival, the lovely Kaz, the cute Willow, Mac,
he's snoring.
Mac, Rob, Sticks, Kiwi, Janet, T, Muddy Ruts,
Killer,
LR Bushcraft, Max,
Jess,
Lee Roberts, Cookie, Roman Ray, Kitten Killer, Stealth, Owen, Jess,
John,
Andy B, Maroon Mac, John Kennedy, Derek,
Bill Beep,
Stealth,
1972 Andy,
T, like, and everybody else on there that I probably haven't mentioned. Right. Have a great one. Be good. Love you all. Mickey out.
Bye.